Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Sheri Vegas, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your own resin GEODE coasters. So the mold that I'm using today to make my GEODE coasters is from Shatter Shapes, and she has been lovely enough to give me a discount code for everyone. If you would love to purchase one of her molds, stay watching till the end to find out what that code is. The first step you want to do when working with any silicone mold is make sure you give it a clean out with some alcohol spray. This is a really important step because you don't know what's been in the mold previously or if any dust or germs have gotten in. So just by cleaning it out, you're just guaranteeing that you're going to get a perfect coaster every single time you use this mold, and you're not going to get any of the old resin or any dust into your new coaster set. The resin that I've decided to use today is from Barnes, and it's called the epoxy cast resin. The reason why I've chosen this resin is because it's an epoxy based resin and it's made for casting, which is exactly what I'm doing, so it is perfect for the job. I am using a few different pigments. I've got a lavender from Archery Creations, I've got the gold from Barnes, I've got a white from Barnes, and I've also got a shimmery color from Barnes. Now, when I'm pouring my resin, I am literally just pouring it in rings around my mold because I want it to look like a geodede when I pull it out of the mold. And it was super simple. This requires no skill except to just pour it around and then just keep going with each color in their own ring. Then I just gave the resin a little bit of time to level out and expand, helping it along the way with just a paddle pop stick. And once I was happy with it, I then got my heat gun out and just quickly went over the top, blending in the edges just slightly. I didn't want to blend it too much and lose my rings because that would just take away from it being a geodede. But it was good to just pop any little bubbles that I might have had before I let it cure. Once your resin has cured, you can just pop out your coasters from the mold. This normally takes around 24 hours for it to fully cure if you are using the type of resin that I used. And then I've just gotten a really fine grip sandpaper, and I'm just taking off any sharp edges that my coasters might have had. There wasn't that many, so it was quite quick just to get a little bit of sandpaper and take off any edges. I also forgot to mention this, but I did add a little bit of glitter into the gold resin on top of it and let it cure in just because I wanted that little bit of extra sparkle. Now all I'm doing now is I'm using the Liquitex paint marker, and this is in antique gold, and I'm going along the edges of my coaster and I'm just giving it a coat over. This is an opaque marker pen, so it is perfect for this job, and it literally only took me one coat to do all of my coasters, and it was so pretty. I really love it because it made it just look like it was being gold leafed the whole way around, but it was super simple and super fast, rather than trying to gold leaf all of the thin edges of my coaster. If you have been enjoying this tutorial so far, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help me out and it lets YouTube know to show this to more people. And if you're new to my channel, why don't you subscribe, as I love to post videos about DIY and art, especially resin, all the time, and click the bell notification if you haven't already, so that way you can get notified every time I post a new video. As I said at the start of this video, I have got a discount code for these resin geodede molds, and the discount code is SS10. I'm going to put the link below to Shattered Shapes Facebook, and if you would love to purchase one of these molds, all you have to do is message her with the discount code, and this is valid for 1 month. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial.